Next, this is kind of interesting. OpenAI had a couple of important news items. First of all, they just closed a $40 billion funding round, which values the company at about $300 billion. To put that in perspective, OpenAI's value would make it, by market cap, America's 28th largest company today, number 28 out of the 500 names in the S&P 500. So this is a monster. And their run rate sales are about as high right now in AI as their key partner, Microsoft, and probably will overtake them. And so you can see how there is a rift developing between OpenAI and Microsoft, which owns 49% of OpenAI. But one of the things that's happening is it's a very interesting caveat that was revealed when they announced this recent funding round. This company, OpenAI, is currently a not-for-profit. That's how it was started up years ago, actually, when even Elon Musk was involved in co-founding that company. But to bring in all this capital, which they desperately need to continue to grow their company, they have to become a for-profit entity. And if they're not a for-profit entity by the end of 2025, their most recent funding of $40 billion is shaved by $10 billion. So they have a real impetus, real urgency to convert quickly from a nonprofit entity to a profit-seeking entity. And then I think there's another interesting tidbit here that makes me still feel comfortable about long-term AI infrastructure trade. OpenAI, Sam Altman, last week in an interview said, obviously tongue-in-cheek, that the new imaging that is available on ChatGPT and their large language models is so popular and so robust and so energy and infrastructure dependent that it is melting, quote unquote, melting their servers. So if you are generating lots of images through your large language model, including OpenAI's ChatGPT, you are going to need bigger and bigger and bigger data centers. So I also feel, along with Dr. Lisa Su, CEO of AMD's comments, that we are going to be okay continuing to ride this train, at least in the future, once we get through the turbulence in the near term.